In the hidden backend of modern aviation, there is a data point that every airline tracks but no one wants to talk about. It's called the senior flag. Starting in 2026, airline booking systems began automatically tagging reservations for every passenger over the age of 65. On the surface, this sounds like a courtesy, a digital way to recognize your experience. But here is the cold, hard truth: this flag is passive. It tells the system you are there, but it doesn't trigger a single helpful action. The airlines know exactly how old you are, but the 2026 airport is automated and indifferent. Gate agents are now trained not to offer help unless you specifically ask for it. If you stay silent, the system assumes you are 100% capable of handling the chaos alone. Today, we are exposing how this silent profiling affects you, why a robot might reject your ID, and the exact activation phrases you must use to force the system to actually protect you. Chapter 1: The Pre-Boarding Activation. The first failure point happens months before you even pack a bag. When you book a ticket, that senior flag sits dormant in your file. Most travelers our age assume the airline will see their birth year and offer pre-boarding or extra time. They won't. In 2026, pre-boarding is no longer a courtesy, it is a formal request. I've seen seniors standing at the gate, waiting for a senior call that never comes, only to watch the doors close. To fix this, you must activate your status. Immediately after booking, call the airline or use their chat feature. You must say this exact sentence: "I am over 65 and I require my reservation to be noted for pre-boarding and additional time to board safely." These specific words change your legal profile. You are no longer just an older passenger, you are now a passenger with a documented request for accommodation. When you get to the gate, don't wait for an invite. Approach the podium and say, "I require extra time to board." In 2026, these are safety trigger words. Once you say them, the agent is legally required to prioritize your boarding. Chapter 2: The TSA Scanner Glitch. The most frustrating changes are happening at the TSA checkpoint. Since the full rollout of Real ID, the new federal standard for driver's licenses, we are seeing a major technical glitch hitting seniors. Older licenses, even if they are valid until 2030, often fail the new automated scanners. Whether it's the quality of the laminate or the way the photo was taken years ago, if the machine rejects your ID, the human agent will often default to a deny posture. They won't try to fix it, they'll just tell you that you can't fly. The strategy: never travel with just a driver's license. Always carry a passport card or your full passport as a backup. If the machine fails, do not argue with the robot. Immediately pivot to the agent and say, "I have secondary federal identification available." This stops the panic and moves you through the line instantly. Once you are at the bins, the pressure to move fast is intense. If you have joint replacements, balance issues, or simply can't rush, you must stop the clock. Use the phrase, "I have mobility limitations and require a modified screening." Also, remember the footwear exception. If you wear orthopedic shoes or medical support garments, you can keep them on. Simply state, "These are medically supportive shoes. I am requesting to keep them on." They might swab the shoes for residue, but you avoid the risk of slipping on a cold, slick airport floor in your socks. Chapter 3: The Medical Cargo Rule. In 2026, TSA scanners are more sensitive than ever. They are looking for density anomalies, basically, anything they can't see through clearly. This means your weekly pill organizers, gel cooling packs, and especially CPAP machines, devices that help you breathe at night, are being flagged for manual searches at record rates. If you have your meds or devices buried deep in your suitcase, it looks like you are trying to hide them. Don't do it. Isolate these items in a clear bag. When you reach the belt, do not wait for them to find it. Point to the bag and say, "This is a medically necessary item. I am requesting a visual inspection." Visual inspection is the key legal term. It tells the agent you want them to look at the item with their eyes rather than putting it through the high-intensity X-ray. This protects sensitive medical electronics and prevents the unknown object alarm that leads to a full bag search. Chapter 4: Cabin Shuffling and the Paper Failsafe. Once you are on the plane, the battle isn't over. Airlines now use weight and balance algorithms to optimize the plane's fuel efficiency. This often results in last-minute reshuffling, where the gate agent moves passengers to different seats just before takeoff. Data shows that agents often target seniors for these moves because they believe we are more compliant or won't complain. If they try to move you from the aisle seat you paid for to a middle seat in the back, you must refuse. But you must use the right language. Don't just say, "I don't want to move." Say, "I am not able to change seats due to documented mobility and medical needs." This frames the move as a health risk, and most agents will immediately find someone else to move. And a quick note on the lavatory: rules during taxi and turbulence are stricter now. But if you have a biological emergency, you cannot wait. If a flight attendant tells you to sit down during a long delay on the tarmac, and you truly cannot, the only phrase that protects you is, "I have a medical emergency." This shifts the event from disobeying a crew member to a medical incident that they must assist with. Finally, let's talk about the paper failsafe. Digital boarding passes on your phone are great, until the app crashes or the airport Wi-Fi dies. In 2026, when systems fail, the lines for people with digital tickets become hours long. Always ask the check-in counter for a printed boarding pass. It is your insurance policy. If the digital system goes down, you are the one who walks right past the crowd and onto the plane. Conclusion: the theme of travel in 2026 is simple: passivity is punished. The system is too automated to care about your comfort unless you assert your rights. There is one final tip that changes everything. When you board the plane, stop at the front galley. Make eye contact with the lead flight attendant. Introduce yourself and say, "I just wanted to let you know I may need a little extra time or assistance today." By doing this, you stop being a seat number and start being a human being under their protection. You have activated the human element of the flight. Be your own advocate. Use the phrases. Know the rules. Don't let the system ignore you. If you want my 2026 activation script to keep in your wallet, click the link in the description below. And if you're worried about how the new passport rules might affect your next international trip, click on my next video right here. Subscribe to the Senior Flight Guide for more fearless travel tips. I'll see you at the gate.